Now joining the Jump, you can currently watch him hooping up right here in LA at the Drew League. But he already played some pro ball in Lithuania at age 16. He is the 21st ranked prospect in his class on the current ESPN 100. LaMelo Ball, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Thrilled to have you here. He walked in and everyone was like, oh my God, you grew. You were 6 feet, what, a year and a half ago, and now you're 6'7"?
6'7".
Woo.
Wow.
That's nice. We could use that kind of growth spurt, Ramona.
He was tall when he was 6 foot to me.
Great. So, there you go. All right, I want to get right to it. You came on here because you said you had an announcement to make about where you want to play next year. What are you doing?
Next year, take my talents to the NBL and play for the Illawarra Hawks.
Excellent. Over in Australia?
Yep.
Absolutely. Why did you decide this is the way to go for you?
I just think it's the best route for me. I'm trying to be the #1 pick for the 2020 draft, so I heard they got great strength and conditioning over there, so off the court that'd be good, and then on the court, pros been through there, stuff like that, so I think it's all gonna help. It's just best for me, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what we're seeing so much from kids your age, is saying, okay, some people is ready to go to college. You're definitely not the first guy to say, you know what, I think playing overseas is gonna make me more of a pro, ready, coming into the NBA. You said you want to be the #1 overall pick. Your dad already put that out there, I think twice this week, saying you're gonna be the #1 pick. What is it like playing under that kind of expectation?
I know I worked for this a lot. Started playing since I was 3, so it's just my dream, man. And then that's everybody's goal, to be #1 pick, play in the NBA, so that's that.
So was it ever an option for you to play college basketball, or you just felt like the NBA was?
When I was younger, yeah, committed to UCLA.
You're still young.
Right, but I'm saying younger than what I was now. But then stuff changed, and then life changes too, so, I think it's just better going overseas now.
Do you feel like you've grown up just from all of this, just playing overseas, going to a different high school in Ohio, now you're going to go to Australia?
Definitely. My whole route, I think everything just helps me get older and then learn from it. So every move I make, I think it helps me.
Well, the last time I met you, I think we were at the Los Angeles Lakers training facility, and then we rode to Dodger Stadium together with your older brother, who soon will be a member of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Right.
How did that sit? I know your dad didn't seem to like it.
It's basketball, business too. And I think Lonzo, he can show more talent over in New Orleans. I think so.
Well, certainly nobody's complaining about playing with Zion. Just ask the guys over at Duke. So that seems to be going well for people. I think it is interesting. We talk to people who are either kids of NBA players or younger siblings of NBA players. You have a totally different window than, say, Scottie was when he walked into the league, not knowing what to expect. What have you learned from watching Lonzo go through all of this, especially like that moment you're first traded? Players always talk about it's a real eye-opening moment that first time you're traded, then later on it settles a little bit differently. What have you learned from watching all this?
Right, facts. I just learned whenever you go out there, just play your hardest, show what you can show, do your best, and then let the chips fall. That's it.
Yeah, well, look, if you've learned that lesson already, you are actually truly ahead, because we've talked about it at the top of this show. You cannot predict the 6 things that are going to be ready or waiting for you in the NBA by the time you are ready and eligible to enter the draft. You just have to be the best that you can be in that moment. And I like that you're taking another step toward figuring out who that is as a player and as a person. Thank you so much for joining us today. We loved having you. We love seeing you continue to grow, both physically and as a basketball player.
See him next.
Exactly.
Oh,